So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got Evans. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Noah Spence in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Penny, the first down carry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Winston now from the 50. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his man, Baldwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. Third and long. From the gun, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, here's an option right. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Detroit getting set to go now. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Hut! Hut! Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want that. Hut!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Now, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Sunday! Sunday! 87 feet! 87 feet! Green, Triple C!
On 1st and 10, Winston. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Winston. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Winston. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Green, Triple C! Come on, Sunday!
On second down, here's Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to throw now. Winston. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Jameis to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2. and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not good. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. Switzer now to return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Allen Hurns, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Now the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Jameis on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second and 10 now from the 27. A second down throw for Winston. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll toss it to Petty. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is Winston. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And out now come the Seahawks. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's convert. Green, triple C.
From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Ready. Blue lady. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He lets it fly for Lockett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Green, trouble C. Sonic.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go!
They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go! What? None! What? None!
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Flex round! Ha-ha!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Flex round! Flex round! Ha-ha! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They get it to him running left. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Here's Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, trouble safe. Ready, blue waiting.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. after the delay of game. They're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C.
Now Winston. Going up top. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you'd want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after them and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ohio.
And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. 23 yards on the play. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Okay. Check 59, Mike. Here we go.
Again, it's Penny.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. You don't want it.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Run. 3 down. 3 down.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Sonic.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A first down throw for Winston. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sean Robinson never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.